one elite fighter that Canelo has knocked out. Name one. Couldn't hurt Golovkin, couldn't hurt Bivol, couldn't hurt Mayweather, couldn't hurt Lara. He dropped Austin Trout. Canelo doesn't have top level one punch power. He's not short. Canelo, he ain't knocking out Crawford. Thing about it is Canelo's not busy enough to knock Crawford out. Thing about it, Crawford's gonna punch with him. So how you beat a counter puncher, you can either beat a counter puncher by being busier than them, have responsible defense, or you can punch with them. Every time someone's been a fast fighter or a good counter puncher, they were defeated by somebody that either outworked them or used the angles on them and punch with them. Perfect example. Roy Jones, James Toney. James Toney is one of the most skilled, relaxed fighters you'll ever see. His shoulder roll, he can shoulder roll on both sides. He can roll on both sides. Floyd can't do it. A lot of fighters can't roll on both sides. But anyway, that's another story, another video. Roy Jones used the angles and punched with James Toney. Canelo's kind of like a watered down James Toney. James Toney had faster hands, more one punch power, went up higher in divisions, one more time. Hey, just gonna call he's a greater version of Canelo. Now I'm not saying that that Crawford is Roy Jones, but what I will say that he does have some of the Roy Jones is that he throws punches from all angles, and he also can fight right-handed and left-handed. It's also how I teach my fighters how to throw. I'm gonna do a video, have a video of my punch system. I have an 18 punch system where all your angles are utilized. Every punch is utilized. Straights, ones and twos. Your hooks, that's your 3 and your 6. Your uppercut is your 4 and 5. The only thing to the body, you just add a 1 to it. It's the same thing pretty much. What's very important is a lot of people don't get in overhands. Those are 7s and 8s for my punches and shuffle punches. Roy Jones and Crawford are the type of fighters, they're going to punch around your guard, through your guard, with you, before you, after you, during it. That's what he has special. That's first thing I noticed about Crawford. He can hit you either way, either hand, every punch. He got every punch. There's no punch he doesn't throw well. And Canelo is when you find somebody like that, it makes it really hard when they got better feet than you, the time counters. Also, you got to understand this too. Crawford got that dog in him, bro. Crawford ain't lost. He's 38 years old. This man ain't lost since he was an amateur, man. He not gonna lay down, and a major part of taking punches is being determined. Is your mind. I give you a perfect example of somebody, Victor Ortiz. Victor Ortiz could take a punch. Victor Ortiz got a good chin. When he's determined to take a punch, he can go to war. Watch his first fight with Andre Berto. But then watch his fights with Maidana and other people. You see him pack it in after getting hit hard. Taking a punch and not getting stopped is a mental thing. Every fighter gets hurt, whether it's sparring or fighting. No man on this earth has went a day in their life and did boxing for a life, for a profession or even amateur, and never got hurt. It's just not humanly possible. So, once Canelo, if Bud takes his best shot and doesn't get buzzed, it's going to take a lot away from Canelo mentally. A lot of boxing is mental. It's 20% physical, maybe 10% physical, 80% to 90% mental. Excuse me. But Crawford, there is a possibility of a stoppage, and this is why. Canelo likes to lay and wait. Crawford is one of the best finishers in the game. Before his last fight went to decision, when he fought Madrimov, and him and Canelo fight nothing alike. Madrimov used a lot of feints, used his legs, tried to counter him, threw a lot of lead right hands when Canelo when Crawford was southpaw. Canelo doesn't throw a lot of straight right hands. He usually loops them, throw them as uppercuts, throw them to the body. You got to know the fighters, guys. Also, a lot outside of his counter punches, when he's throwing his combinations and setting things up, Canelo throws kind of wide. I mean, he's gotten a lot better being a counter puncher, but on the elite level, he telegraphs his punches to a certain degree. It's good that he has feints, good body movement and stuff like that. But if you got a flat-footed guy that just uses upper body movement, you don't have to land clean. You can hit shoulders, sides, the body, stuff like that, and on their elbows and aim for their chest and stuff like that. And you just being slightly busy gets you around. It's got to be psychological. I'm gonna score the fight for y'all. They're live or dry because Canelo fans ain't nobody really. That's what. Let me ask y'all something. Be honest. Would this fight even be in question if Crawford, with his skills, you can keep him the same dimensions, same height, same arm length, everything. If he was a natural middleweight, would this fight even be a debate? That's the question I want to ask. Since y'all were drawing that live, I want y'all to jump on this poll and answer the question. If Crawford was a natural middleweight, would this fight even be in question? For me, it wouldn't. Size and power is the most overrated part of boxing. You have to actually land the shots to hurt the man. If you get in there with somebody with an impregnable defense like a Shakur Stevenson or Pernell Whitaker, somebody that has basically never been hurt, how you gonna knock him out? How? Use your brain, y'all. You go in there trying to knock somebody out, you're not going to knock them out. Canelo's too smart for that. He going to go in there, but the thing about it, Canelo got one or two ways to win. Only way he's going to win a decision with a decision over Crawford is Crawford gets screwed and it's a close fight. Well, he got three ways. When he gets screwed, Crawford gets robbed. 2, he has to hurt him. If he don't knock him out, he got to hurt him a couple times. Hurt him, drop him a couple times. 3rd, it got to be a knockout. Because skill for skill, pound for pound, Crawford is the superior fighter. Only thing Canelo has, y'all, I'm telling you, is size. There's nothing else. I sat here today and I watched highlights of their fights. I watched a couple full fights leading up to the fight. And Canelo is a very, 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 very good fighter. Is he like one of the best I've ever seen? No. Did I ever look at Canelo and think he was like special or something? No, he's a Hall of Famer, man. But it ain't the same feeling I get when I see a cross. Like, he's a bigger man. He's supposed to win. You got somebody jumping up 2 divisions, you better win. But see, everybody talking about size, but keep this in mind. They say a great big man can't be a great little man can't be a great big man. Yeah, it can't happen a million times in boxing. But something you got to keep in mind, we're going to do equations and stuff. A greater little man can beat a great big man. Keep that in mind, y'all. And y'all answer my question I have for y'all. Would this fight even be in question if they were the same size naturally? Holla at y'all.